How you guys doing? It's Nikolai with Global Seafoods again. This time we're doing another miso glazed fish. This time we're doing some Patagonian toothfish, otherwise known as Chilean sea bass. Look at these beautiful fillets of Chilean sea bass. Nice and thick, beautiful skin. They're going to taste phenomenal. These obviously come off the coast of South America. Nice and oily. Similar to black cod, but has a distinctly different taste. So it's going to be different, but it's just going to be great. We're going to also make the miso glaze, but we're going to do it a little bit differently this time. This time we're going to actually boil it off. That way you get a little bit less flavor of the sake. Okay. Some people may not like that, so they may prefer to do it this method. So we're going to get started with that. All right, here we are over a trusted saucepan. Stick it on the flame. And we're going to pour in about a quarter cup of sake. We're going to pour in about a quarter cup of mirin. And we are just going to let that go to a boil. Once it goes to a boil, we're going to let it boil for about 20 seconds. Not a lot, mostly just to get the alcohol to burn off. If you look carefully in the pot, you can already see heat forming there, and you can see alcohol evaporating. All right, now that we have this boiling, we want this to go for about 20 seconds. We're going to count that from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to drop this to low temperature. Okay, as low a flame as you can get, that way you still have some heat going. We're going to take our white miso paste. As I said before, I like to do a little bit more miso than quarter cup. Boom. All right, we're going to put that in. About 3 tablespoons of sugar. Boom. We want granulated sugar. Boom. Boom. And we're going to take about a tablespoon of salt. Add that together. We're going to take a whisk and whisk it all together on low heat. As I've said in previous videos, as you whisk this together, you want to make sure that all of the miso dissolves in. Don't have big chunks. You don't want chunks. Now this, once again, is a recipe that is used in a lot of high-end Japanese restaurants. This was made really famous by Chef Nobu, who has restaurants all around the United States, high-end Japanese restaurants. You'll often find dishes like this going for about between $40 to $70 just for the fish without any kind of sides. So we're going to show you how to make this at home for a lot cheaper. All right, so now that we have our marinade, the alcohol is nicely burned off. You got to let it cool. You do not want to put boiling marinade into a plastic bag. That is not a good idea. So once again, we got our freezer bag. Double seal. The biggest difference. You get double seal. Okay, you do not want marinade all over your fridge. I'm going to take this Chilean sea bass. I'm going to put it in the bag. Bag it up. Then we're going to take our trusty miso marinade and pour it right in. Oh yeah. Get as much of it in there as possible. And then close the bag. Make sure it is closed. Do not leak marinade everywhere. Okay? Your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, will not like you if you have marinade all over your kitchen. So I'm going to open it a little bit, let some of the air out. Forgot to do that. There we go. Now we're going to reseal it. As I've said in previous videos where we've done this type of marinade, make sure you get marinade all over your fish, all sides. Don't have pieces of fish with no marinade on it. You're going to have uneven flavor. Really get it in there. Turn the fish around. Give it a nice bath in the stuff. Boom, here we are. Zip locked away. As before, you want to marinate this for at least 3 days. 2 days minimum. But 3 days is kind of the ideal. If you want more, you can marinate it for longer. If you're not ready to cook it after that, you can put it in the freezer. All right, but make sure you thaw at least about a day and a half, 2 days before you're going to cook it. So we're going to throw this in the fridge, and I'll see you guys in several days. 7 days later, here we are. We have marinated our sea bass in the miso glaze. It is ready to go. Here it is in the bag. We're going to take it out of the bag in the sink, and we're going to squeeze it out so that we get all the excess miso glaze off of it. You don't want to get all of it off, so you don't want to wash it in water. You don't want to use a paper towel. Just use your fingers to lightly squeeze it off so we can keep some glaze, but not too much. So we're going to go to the sink and do this really quick, and we'll come back in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Here we are. We've taken them out of the bag. We've taken off some of the glaze. As you can see, there's some glaze still on it, but as I said, you do not want to keep a lot on there, and nor should you remove all of it. So we're going to go back to our stovetop. We have our frying pan. We're going to fry it up. As you can see, these guys are thicker, so we're going to have to fry these on all sides. So let's go over there. Let's put the sea bass on the frying pan. We're going to put it skin side up first. Make sure it makes the sizzle sizzle. Always preheat your pan and your oil. If it doesn't do the sizzle sizzle, you put it on too early. It'll more likely stick if you don't preheat it properly. And here we go. We're going to have it on each side for 2 minutes. As I said, we have some thicker cuts here, so we're going to have it fried up on more than 2 sides. All right, we've had 2 minutes on this side. Let us do the flippy flip. Flippy flip. Look at that. Beautiful. Flippy flip. Oh, so good. Flippy flip. And here we are. We had a little bit too long on this side. That's okay. Some extra browning. 2 minutes on that side. All right, let's give it a flippy flip on the other side. Ta-da. 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 2 minutes. Flippity flippity. Onto the other side. Okay. Flippity flippity. Flippity flippity. Flippity flippity. Flippity flippity. I'm gonna let it fry here for about a minute or two, and then we're gonna put it on our oven pan with some aluminum foil. So in the process of us doing this, we decided that we're gonna change the way we do this. We're gonna actually flip this onto the skin. Okay. And we're actually gonna show you guys how to cook the fish for the rest of the way on the pan. So we're going to take this oven safe frying pan. We're going to pick it up and we're going to stick it right in the oven right there. 10 minutes. Okay. Now here's the thing, guys. It's time to take it out of the oven. Let's open her up. See what we got. Now, always use an oven mitt to take a frying pan out of the oven. When I was younger, I made the horrible mistake of not doing so. And look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. Let's plate it. Here we are. We have plated our sea bass. Look at how beautiful it looks. You can see the glaze on it. It's gonna taste fantastic. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this beautiful piece here. We're gonna set it aside. Okay. Look at how it breaks apart. Ooh, that part just flew off into my hands. Let's give it a taste. I'm gonna give this a try. That's superb. That is really good. We're taking another piece. Super oily. Delicious. The glaze is fantastic on it. You know, I personally like this one better the way we did than the previous ones. You don't taste the alcohol and the sake too much, so I do suggest boiling it off first. But this is delicious. If you want to try it with us, please do hit like, hit subscribe, follow us for more content.